Are women standoffish with most men or just me? Might just be in your head, people are busy doing their thing. Having lived in a major city and rural towns, people from major cities are busier and more in their own world. They're not interested in sparking up a personal conversation with a stranger in work, transportation settings. The example of the woman chatting and laughing with the man behind you. He could have had more confidence in approaching women in a natural manner and possibly had sparked up a conversation himself, instead of staring and waiting for a conversation to come to him. Are men particularly more pleasant to you than women? If not, this thought may be because you're expecting women to be friendlier than men. But we're all just people doing our own thing. How do men treat you out in public? You are probably giving off bad vibes. Why do you avoid women as a rule? You expect people you are avoiding to be friendly and warm towards you. That doesn't make any sense. It seems like you are closely watching all women you interact with. 3 of your examples are of women at work. Working. I don't think you understand just how often it happens that women are hit on, harassed, etc. while working. And there is a power dynamic at play no matter how you intend it. I've noticed that a lot of people just do not care for pleasantries anymore. Like IDK. Over the last 10 years, men and women alike seem to have stopped talking to others as much as it seemed like they did before. Everyone's always got headphones in and absorbed in their phone. I have noticed what you're speaking about, but not specifically with women, just with people in general. Sometimes it causes me to self-reflect and believe that something about me, the way I look or speak or present myself, may be undesirable. But I genuinely think people have become less nice. Not meaner necessarily, but less nice. I have had plenty of super nice interactions with older people lately. But they seem to be the only ones that care for that sort of thing anymore. Wonder how much of it is attributable to the events of the last 4 years, starting back in the height of the pandemic, where people were being intentionally antisocial. For good reason. My guess is that men are doing similar things, but you're mainly noticing them in women because you're subconsciously expecting, wanting them to be friendlier. This isn't accusatory. I think most people are swayed by the same biases. I think you hold women to a higher standard than men. People don't owe you anything. Would you make this post if you switched out the women for men in your examples? Almost certainly no. I think if you're paying this much attention to the women around you in trivial interactions, they can absolutely tell you're paying this much attention. And it's creepy as hell. So, first off, women that act too friendly are seen as flirty, which is dangerous for them. I tend to avoid women as a rule female serving me. Second, based on your speech, you hate women. Assuming you're not imagining things based on that bias. And you most likely are. It probably shows in your body language. It sounds like you're getting stuck in a negative feedback loop. You single out women to avoid interacting with and refer to them using a very othering term. Females. Which I take to mean you feel awkward and uncomfortable when you're around them. Women pick up on that and respond accordingly. That makes you feel even more awkward and heightens every interaction you have with women. Rinse and repeat. Add to that the fact that women are already primed to be wary of men. Imagine if half the world was made up of Neanderthals who were half a foot taller and 50 pounds heavier than you and also really wanted to have sex with you. You'd be forgiven being a little on edge interacting with one you didn't know well. I think you may be overly analyzing women. Know that women at their workplace are working. They're not there to make your day nor show any interest in you. Many women are aware now that some men think they're flirting just 'cause they're being nice at work. So many have stopped doing so to not give the wrong impression. I'm 37F and I will get the same treatment sometimes from both men and women. They're just focused on working. I am #X of many. On their day, the places you mentioned are where people view many customers and patients per day. They don't have time to chit-chat unless it's super slow. One way to break the ice, as you feel like they're being cold or short with you, is by giving a positive and pleasant demeanor yourself. From the start, a smile and saying thank you goes a long way. The way you walk and approach. Say something positive or say a silly comment that is not inappropriate. Keep it simple and short. Hey, how's your day been going? A question that they rarely get asked and will start the flow of conversation. Lovely weather we're having. If true, they'll agree. If not, they'll laugh as it becomes a sarcastic comment. You'll get the hang of it. Make it your own. Pleasantries can be rare to come, but if you start it, there's a higher chance of it being reciprocated. This seems like it's mainly in your head, though maybe don't refer to women as females. In your coffee shop anecdote, you call women females. You expect a cashier serving you to say thanks to you. Shouldn't you be the one saying thanks to them? You're so off-putting that women literally leave the aisle when you grocery shop or when you sit next to them on a train. It's you. You're probably creepy and horrifying. It's just you. Maybe women are standoffish because you avoid them too? What do you want? For them to have a wide grin and start pleasantries with every man that they see? Women don't owe you anything. Try making the first move sometimes. A smile or salutation. See what happens. Your nervousness is palpable. The world can tell. See a shrink. Women and people should not cause anxiety. Sounds like you're an overthinker. It may reflect how you see yourself more than how others see you. Most people are just living their life and don't think twice about strangers. As a general rule, yes, I'm standoffish with mostly all men. It's like the poison M&M scenario. You have a bowl of M and Ms. sometime tells you that 20 of them are poison and can kill you. You know the odds are in your favor to live, but do you really want to risk it? Most women have to assume most men are dangerous.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.